You got to equivalent that when Barack Obama was in office, I signed one of the biggest deals, the first to make $10 million per season, but I had to pay 48% of my taxes because Barack was in office. And rent on the building. They still learning how to pay on car notes. They still learning how. Like I went from a dorm room to $1 million house, and had to act like I knew what I was doing with the admin, the administration part of it.
Deshaun Foster. He was my locker mate.
Okay.
I got my first check. That was $15,000.
The first game check?
What? And Tuesday.
Huh.
And I was like, ooh,
Hey.
I had to learn how to save because now here's the flip side. Even that lump sum of money, and I was still getting, during the season, I really still didn't know how to save. Mm-hmm. I was about to put all my money in my daddy account.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll get you caught back up. So I always want to ask people who actually live the lifestyle of I hate to use the word lifestyle, but we talk about, amongst ourselves when we shooting other episodes and what we would do, what we wouldn't do, how things turn out. And I always like to play a game of word association. So I'm gonna ask y'all, I'm gonna just mention a word and just say the first thing that comes to mind. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
You shoot. Of course, you're gonna shoot in too. Professional sports.
Full of crap.
Business.
NFL doctors.
Full of crap.
Full of crap and business.
When you say NFL doctor, I say outsourcing. That once you learn the business, they just outsource it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the doctor part that matters. They're just big time business. Like I didn't know that the team usually pays the medical people in that area, and they raffle off who will represent the team. So most of those medical companies that work for the team has actually been raffled off who will represent the team. They actually pay them the best price to use their name, their likeness, and everything. So that's why I say outsource. It's just straight business.
That's all good.
Signing bonus.
A blessing.
Smoke and mirrors.
Why?
You should tell the whole number. Don't just give me what y'all put on the bottom ticker.
Exactly.
You got to equivalent that when Barack Obama was in office, I signed one of the biggest deals, the first to make $10 million per season, but I had to pay 48% of my taxes because Barack was in office. Mm-hmm. So I'm paying half of my payment is going, so that ticker number is half, and now I got to pay an agent. So that ain't really the number that my family and all my people think I made.
And that was my story. My story was, because I was 7th-round draft pick. So my little 27 $1,000.
But you made it look big, though.
Oh, I made it look big. Oh, my God.
I like how you blink with it.
Oh, my little
You made
20.
it look big.
So,
They ain't know it was 27.
But I wasn't in the same tax bracket as him. I'm just getting out of college. That's my blessing.
Okay.
Because I wasn't supposed to, honestly, my story, quit. I wasn't supposed to get
Tom
drafted.
Brady.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to get drafted. So that little 16 I pocketed, that's my blessing.
It's crazy how it does same industry with different perspectives on that signing bonus.
It's a bunch. That's what I love about the NFL, though. Like, everything is perspective, right? Yeah. Like, Tom Brady ain't he don't care about no first rounders losing their money. Everybody talking about, well, players are losing that. You only talking about the first and second round pick.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about the third and the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. The guys that don't really have sympathy for guys that are winning first and the second that lost their money. That's the first and the second problem. Like, when you come out of the gutter, you ain't really worried about them boys.
They ain't thinking about it.
You ain't. That's y'all fault for not. But one thing I've learned that it's harder for a first rounder to adjust to real life than ever. A 6 and a 7 rounder, they still paying rent on the building. Mm-hmm. They still learning how to pay on car notes. They still learning how. Like, I went from a dorm room to $1 million house, and had to act like I knew what I was doing
Yeah.
with the admin, the administration part of it. I didn't have a clue. Now you get a 6 or 7 rounder, they stay focused on, they still renting, they using their stuff. So about time they done, like Tom Brady know, I bet he know what every 1099, 10K, 1K, K1, he had to learn it.
We had to, cause
I had a team of people that wouldn't let me learn it. I had to hire all these people, and once I was finished being the number 1 pick, all of them left me to learn it myself.
Now,
So
do you think that's a problem in the league?
yeah, I think that's a big problem. That's a huge problem in the league. That most guys in first round, they don't have assistants. They don't have no one to teach them what the hell they doing after they done. You're a low pick person. You come out of the game, you've already done it by yourself for so long in the game. In my game, I couldn't wipe my butt without people giving me 12 pieces of Charmin. Here you go. It wasn't until I wasn't the shit that I couldn't find nobody.
Yeah.
Once I was done, there wasn't nobody else around to act like, hey man, they're gone. I can't pay them enough to give them information. And they wouldn't give me any information anymore because I
So
no longer.
it hindered you.
Once I was done though, and hindsight's always 20/20. Now, if I make a Hall of Fame, do I have the same story? No. Now I'm happy that I get a chance to leave after 8 years, and I have a chance to really learn for myself what the NFL is. I got enough sense to walk away that I didn't damage my head all the way to the point where I can't think. But it is tough for a guy that came out, played the best football. Now I don't have anyone to teach me the admin of the best business. I have to learn by myself.
Yeah.
and that's the killer, because to back him, when I got my 16 from 27, I had to still pay a house note, which I was renting. So when I went to Carolina, I stayed with my god sister. I stayed with my god sister for 4 years. Cause at the end of the day, I'm living off. I rookie, cause everybody get paid the same at first. My rookie contract was $225. So $225, I got to work that.
Yeah.
So now I saved. I ain't splurged. Bought me a used Range Rover 2002.
Gray.
No, not the gray one.
Oh, okay.
Not the gray one. Let's see what I got Sedity with the gray.
Oh, okay. That
was Detroit contract.
Right.
I got Sedity.
Gotcha.
But I had a 2002.
You just did it. We just country. We
Yeah,
done it.
yeah.
You came up a
I
little
got
bit.
country Sedity. I ain't gonna lie.
Came up a little bit.
Yeah. So like you said, I had to learn how to save, because now here's the flip side. Even that lump sum of money, and I was still getting, during the season, I really still didn't know how to save.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to put all my money in my daddy account.
Right.
Cause now my daddy got a business. I'm thinking he know how to save. He don't know how to save. My daddy know how to go from contract to contract.
Right.
And then spin out.
Right.
Make sure everything paid for.
Right.
And then whatever left over is whatever left
He
over.
still don't know what you trying to
He
get.
still don't know what I'm trying to
Still,
get to.
he just been doing his thing.
Doing this thing.
Same here.
So it's still a learning process, but I did have to learn. I had to learn how to save. I had to learn how to not. I had to be comfortable with who I was.
That's it.
Cause at the end of the day, I never forget Deshaun Foster. He was my locker mate.
Okay.
I got my first check. That was $15,000.
The first game check?
What? And Tuesday.
Huh.
And I was like,
Hey.
woo. Then I looked over to my left.
What
My feelings was hurt.
Huh.
That nigga check was around about 75 G's.
Every Tuesday.
Shoot, Lance
Hey, he was
Briggs.
humble real quick.
I had Lance Briggs.
Whoa.
I had Lance Briggs.
Oh yeah, you
I had Brian Urlacher.
Erlach. Oh, you had.
Ooh, yeah.
I had Julius Peppers.
Oh no, hold on. I got one better.
I ain't seen one better than Pep.
Look here.
Pep was bringing in 560 every Thursday.
But watch this.
I'm talking
That's
about
good.
560K.
The K. But watch this.
After deductions.
You tell me every 2 weeks this man make $1 million?
I tell you this though, Jake DeLong didn't even open his checks.
No, I didn't either.
It just piled up.
Yeah, me
Man.
too.
That let me
I
know.
left them all in my locker.
That let me know where you was at with your money.
Yeah.
And look, I got to make sure they don't slide me. Okay, cool. It's still the same.
Okay.
But that's the difference.
I packed up all. They could say I could say
Yeah.
that I packed up all my, but I did direct deposit,
And which area?
which means I ain't gotta look at that. I ain't gotta.
Nah,
I just
I'm
know
old
if the
school.
number ain't adding up like what I say, then we gotta.
I'm old school now. I want to see my check.
But I never. But one thing about me, I never wanted the game to be about foot. I never opened checks in college, so that was the hard adjustment to make the thing I do be about money.
So
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
let's talk about that.
Yes,
What do you mean
please.
by open checks in college?
So when I'm in college, you never come to your locker and worry about Thursdays the checks there. That becomes a habit, a new implemented
That's
part of the.
that's a league thing.
Yeah, that's a league thing where now it becomes a duty deserved to you because of what you've been doing. But you from Killeen, Texas. You'll do this for free. You'll whoop butt. As long as you can stay out of trouble and play in front of the masses, a country boy do this forever. It's like herding cows. Like, whoop a dude. You gonna watch me whoop somebody? I do this for life. But now it comes to like, you start worrying about, man, my money there? Did I get my check in? But these aren't your real bet. When especially you're a Southern boy. I just want to whoop some tail. I don't care about. Now I'm worrying about, did they get my 80,000? Because I'm being taught that this is what I should. Hey, did they make all your stuff good? Did your 401k get? What is a 401k? Did your 50129 for your kids
yeah.
get? You like, what is that?
what
Did
is
the
that?
1099 pay out? What is that? Did the who?
So, from my understanding, they teach you that, right?
I don't
Shoot,
teach you
man.
nothing.
Man, look.
So,
man.
so what do they teach you in the NFL?
Nothing.
Cause I hear you go through a whole class, and I just
Nothing.
What does that mean?
Man, they
Bro,
teach you.
look.
They teach you when you tired. At your wits and you tired, one dude gonna come in for an hour and they gonna say we doing financial literacy at the end of practice, and you gonna be this tired. And why he saying you could save all of you like this?
Man,
You
listen,
tired.
man, listen. They take us.
You
they
don't miss
took
all
us-
the good
They took
information.
me and Tommy and that 2004 Ricky class to San Diego. They took us to San Diego and put us all together, and we ain't studying. No, it was. If you can remember this girl, it was one person everybody remember was this fine chick. She had AIDS.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
fixed
she had
everything.
AIDS.
She came out there cold.
Bad, dog.
They said, "Well, I got AIDS."
Yeah.
And I'm knowing that they brung her there to scare all the guys. That
And you had guys in there talking about, I just put on the condom.
man, I still go.
I still be.
Cause you an
Nah,
athlete.
look, bro,
I
they
can
don't
go around
man,
that.
Bro, listen, man. You when you're in that setting, bro, it's hard to turn it
Yeah.
to wisdom. Because the reality is, Doc, Michael Irvin, I don't need you up here. I need you to sit in my face and give me wisdom. Like country boys like us, we accept wisdom from our elders because that's what we taught.
That's what you're talking
Cause
about.
I'm from the country. I sit your behind down and let
And
me
talk.
teach you. They don't.
You ain't
do-
gonna give me
they
that
don't
in no
give me that.
nightclub,
They-
boy. You ain't
They
gonna
ain't
sit out
studying
and
that.
try to tell me no.
No,
Bro,
I
you
want that.
gotta really steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to do
where
the
I'm
same
from,
thing you doing.
bro, you gotta steal away.
Yeah.
To
Real
teach
talk.
young boys at this level, at this age,
got
you
to
must
steal
steal
away.
away. What
Got
you mean
to.
stealing away mean I must intentionally set time apart to be effective in your life.
And you got to.
Hey man, we
Yeah.
gonna be here June 6th and we doing 3 days. This what you tell these kids.
Yeah.
If you sit and think you just gonna come and rub
Ain't
your
gonna
arm
hap-
on
ain't
me
gonna happen.
cause you worn sap in a nightclub and you think this gonna touch my heart, dude, if you touch me and say, hey, I got 3-day camp, come out, we really gonna talk and lay down, we gonna learn with your mind. Now this is where we heal the instrument.
Yep.
But this is what the NFL does not provide this.
It ain't.
Because the NFL is corporate America. The same way you guys work in corporate America, we worked in it. But ours is not defined as you guys are. Ours has brute. Ours has ego.
Yep.
Ours has testosterone.
Physical
Ours
confrontation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all have a lot of smoke and mirrors inside. Like, if my dude came and we was eating breakfast, and one of the dudes came in there and he started talking trash, I'm not about to write a report like we talked about and say, hey, can we go talk about how he did me at breakfast? No. I'm going to make a report mentally in my mind, and I'm going to bless him in 907 outside, or I'm going to bless him in the team drill.
Yep.
Whatever he did to me, I'm going to effectively make him feel that. He's going to feel my force.
Yeah.
But in corporate America, I see there's a lot of guys that are CEOs, CFOs, COOs, even to know them acronyms, right? I went to business school. That's the only way I had to learn all this stuff, right?
Okay.
You don't go to bed. If I don't go to business school, I'm just still waiting on people to tell me what to do.
Right.
But now I can help my guys because I can actually identify with all these acronyms, all these different things. I can tell them, hey man, you got your 10, you got your 501c3, you got your 529 for your kids, you got your. I know what they mean now, but all that takes reps. It takes a lot. Everything in life is repetition, bro.
But let me ask you this: is there any pushback from anybody recognizing that and trying to help?
Yeah. Have you got in a room and you start, and the people you talking to realize that you understand those terms
It's like medicine.
and that jargon? Does it scare them?
Let me tell y'all this, dog. It ain't no money in the cure.
Oh, it's in the medicine. Absolutely.
Get them.
Ain't no money in the cure. Let me tell you, God set this man down by me, and I didn't understand him. And because I didn't know what it looked like at the time. John Casey, which was our kicker.
Cigar, you straight.
I'm good.
John Casey was our kicker. He came up to me. He said, Mike, this is the best advice I'm going to give you. Now, John Casey as a kicker, he was bringing home about $4 million a year. Don't do no business. Don't do nothing while you in the league. Just put your money away and save it. I looked at him. Corporate America, right? Let's say corporate America.
And he was a kicker.
He was a kicker. I looked at him like, man, this man don't know what he's talking. He ain't no football player.
Yeah, he just kicked.
But in actuality, he was showing me, bro, when this end, have a plan with money in the bank.
Yo.
Period. Ask me, did I follow that?
Did you follow it?
Hell no.
I got you.
But now, I understand.
Yeah, but I did. I was afraid to live. My bankers begged me to pay. My bankers used to beg me to spend money, and I couldn't understand it because I'm a country boy. I wasn't spending more than $50,000 a year. I'm making 10 to 15, like $1 million.
Yeah.
I wasn't spending them people like. Well,
For
you
what?
know my parents.
For what?
When I'm spending it, I'd rather get to my mama, my dad, and my sister help them. I'm doing all this. My banker come in, he said, hey, you got to spend at least $300,000 for your taxes.
He told me, he said, Mo, he said, imagine all the work that we put in. He said, and then one day you get on a plane or you get a phone call, and some guy you never met in your life hand you a piece of paper or a stack of paper worth more money than you could ever imagine. He said, it's hard to tell that 21, 22-year-old that you ain't made it. He said, but they don't understand. He said, brother, you ain't rich. The man who cut your check is rich.
Oof. Ownership means a lot for me because I think about my kids. Because my last name, I've watched my dad work his behind off.
Cheated in the system of money. I felt like I didn't know enough in the system of lineage, of bloodline.
Yeah.
My daddy didn't give me enough information. Maybe my mother didn't. But I felt like a game introduced me into some financial place that I really wasn't ready to do, and I didn't want to do.
You didn't learn in business
So that's
school,
why I'm
right?
worried about these young boys that come out and that's about to go in the draft.
How can we get to that level to where we're professional athletes? Because that's the pinnacle of the lot. That's what we look for, but in reality, it's not. The owners are the ones where we should be looking towards, right?
Right.